Have you ever dreamed of exploring the untouched beauty of Mongolia? Imagine the vast landscapes, the sound of the wind whispering through the grass, or water passing over the riverbed rocks, and a sky filled with stars like you've never seen before. Join me as I embark on an unforgettable month in this incredible country, where adventure awaits at every turn. And this week's vlog will be camping in the heart of the Mongolian wilderness for 6 days, surrounded by breathtaking scenery and rich culture. From setting up camp to cooking over an open fire, I'll share every moment of this journey that I've captured with you. So grab your popcorn, your beer, or whatever else, and let's dive into this Mongolian adventure together. As you can see, we're driving. We've been driving for about 30 minutes and we're already out of the city of Ulaanbaatar and now in the countryside. This is going to be a long journey. I've had to pre-download tons of Apple Music songs and podcasts because this rocky road journey is just that long. I even ran out of music to listen to. I don't even know exactly where we're headed to, but it's somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And it's going to take a while for us to get there. You'll see, just keep watching. I love seeing all the free roaming cows, sheep, horses. It's amazing. We're now pulling into our first rest stop. During this trip, we take about maybe 6 or 7 stops for rest. Okay, we're gonna stop here for food and to potty. We'll be right back after this break. Okay, we're back. We're back in the vehicles and we're back on the road. I really had to go. So this is the countryside of Mongolia. Basically, this is what the country looks like for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles until you reach the bordering countries, Russia and China. It amazes me how there's little to no infrastructure, such as water and sewage pipelines, electricity, cellular service, and internet access, etc. Yet the majority of the country's population continually decides to keep that, nomadic lifestyle, exactly how they lived 800 years ago, rather than to live in modern cities and towns. 2 hours later. So it was around this area. I didn't get to capture it on camera because we just pulled over on the side of the road and I didn't pull my camera out in time, but we did stop and we ended up purchasing Mongolian vodka from a family on the side of the road. I was introduced to Mongolian vodka for the first time and I had no other option but to try it, so I ended up trying it, and here's my Facebook post on exactly what I thought, and here's some TikTok videos that I found for you guys to explain exactly what this Mongolian vodka is.
Why is this woman milking a horse? We all know that horses are used for transportation and meat. But did you know that people also drink their milk? In fact, Mongolia's national drink is Airag. It's alcoholic horse milk, and I'm going to try it for the first time. Here's how it went. Oh wow, that is intense. It's sour, it's milky, and it's alcohol. You can literally taste 3 different things at the same time.
Would you ever drink fermented horse's milk? In Mongolia, this drink is called Airag. It is a delicacy, so we traveled to the country to learn more about it.
Airag жинхэнэ Монгол ундаа мó. Airag охин 4 настай төлөсөн унгалсан гүний сүгээр идгээ. Эсэхээрээ хүний бие цай хоолт хижээл болно. Airag нь эрүүл мэндэд цай. Хүн тэгээд Airag уувал тэр өдрөө ер нь даашгүй. Гадны хүмүүс бол Airag-ыг ууж чадахгүй, амсж жагаад баг-багаар дасгаж ээж л уучхаараа салахын аргагүй л амттай. Салахааргүй л их дурлан да Airag-д.
I was so fascinated by the livestock and landscape that I spent the majority of the road trip on the way to the camping site recording because I wanted to capture the countryside to show that to you guys, as well as, of course, for memories. The abundance of horses here in Mongolia is literally crazy. Like, there's enough horses in the country for each person to have two. So we're now beginning to approach a sacred rock that thousands of worshippers from across Mongolia, all of Asia, and tourists from across the globe visit every year to pray and give blessings in hope or gratefulness for fertility. Legend has it that it was placed here to symbolize fertility and to discourage monks from breaking their vows of celibacy. It's one of those fascinating little pieces of Mongolian history that shows how unique and rich this culture really is. Okay, we're back on the road, and I think the sign here means that we're entering a new province of the country. Throughout Mongolia, there's a total of 21 provinces, kind of like in the United States, how we have like 50, 51, 52, some states. I can never keep up with that number, it's always changing. I thought I started noticing a difference in the landscape. Mongolia is home to several deserts, but the most famous and largest is the Gobi Desert. We're beginning to approach a desert, but we are not visiting the Gobi Desert today. I honestly can't remember the name of the desert we visited, but it was the coolest, tiniest little patch of desert that I've ever seen. Alright, now we're actually getting kind of close to our campsite. No, we're getting really close to this campsite. Well, we've just got to pass through this town. I told y'all this was going to be a long journey. But that's okay, because it was an amazing road trip. I'd have to say, one of the best in my entire life. Jamming the tunes, learning all about a culture that's new to me, plus building new friendships with those that came along. Today, I become one with nature. We shower, or I should say take a bath, in this river. Let's see if I can do this. Where can I get in and out? Shit. Oh my god, it's so freaking cold. I don't think I can do it. It's ice cold. Oh my goodness. There's horse shit everywhere. cold. My feet are freezing. Oh my god. Okay, I just need to like plunge in. Do this. You guys are probably wondering, like, what the heck is this guy doing? Um, well, my shoes definitely came off, so my bath quickly turned into a no-fail mission to catch my shoes because they were floating down the river stream. And also, the rocks in the river, they were so painful. So this is basically our campsite layout. We've had everything we needed. We brought like a portable potty with us, which I couldn't use because my ding-a-lang is a little too long. So I actually had to get a shovel and dig like a 2-foot hole into the ground to do a number 2 every day. We brought like a portable shower, but it wasn't set up the first 2 days, so I was showering, bathing in the river. The smoke you guys see is actually horse shit burning. Apparently it keeps the mosquitoes away and it's good for your health. So yeah. This is the 3rd day of camping. We're leaving the campsite to go on a little adventure, but before we get further into that, I know some of you may be wondering how and what we ate. We brought a portable propane-powered stove and also cooked over our bonfire, or fire pit. We ate tons of lamb, steak, rice, noodles, lettuce, etc. But most importantly, we had tons of beer to drink alongside with that. For the 3rd day of camping, we decided to get a change of scenery and get away from the campsite and head out to a hot tub or a natural hot spring. It was my first experience for this. This journey is full of first experiences. I had such a great time here as well. The water felt so amazing and the minerals, it like made my skin so much smoother. I also hear that Japan is really famous for this as well, so in the future I'm excited to head to Japan and to check out some hot springs, but also to figure out which ones allow tattoos, because I do have some tattoos on my skin. But yeah, this was 6 days surviving in the Mongolian wilderness. We camped for 6 days here at the campsite. We left once to go out to this hot spring. I had such an amazing time. The food was amazing. The nature was amazing. Getting a break from technology was amazing. And just like, you know, being one with nature, I really enjoyed it. The peace and quietness, it was great. Being out of the city. We had this VIP private section over here. We got to stay in it for about 2 hours, but then it started to rain heavily, so we all had to get out and we went and showered in the locker rooms, and we got ready to head back to our campsite. When I tell you guys it was raining heavy, I mean heavy. Like, look at this. This was on our way back to our campsite. It completely flooded the entire area. It was kind of cool to see though. The circular pattern of stones you guys see here is actually mass burial sites of warriors from the Mongolian Empire. I mean, they had huge battles right here on this like landscape, this land, right next to our campsite. There's these mass burials of like thousands of soldiers. It's kind of creepy to think about, but I'm wondering if you guys would ever, you know, sleep next to a mass burial of thousands of warriors. Like, would you even stand a chance? Let me know down in the comments. And by the way, if you made it this far into the video, be sure to comment ghost down below in the comments, just so I know you watched all the way into the end. Thank you so much for tuning in.
What? Yeah.
Start it.